Woo! 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 The Targussy was moist and supple tonight.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Targussy was Targussyan. Yeah.
Listen. When I tell you I was hype as fuck to get on here to do our post-show react, you have no idea. There is so much that we have to discuss. And for those that are joining us, if this is your first time seeing us, this is our official House of the Dragon post-show live review. And of course, on Tuesdays, 9:30, we do a full episode recap, me and Teffy Wonder, as we get deep up in that Targussy and make the macaroni noises.
That sounds so disgusting.
It's filthy. And this was a filthy
It
episode.
was a filthy episode.
It was a filthy fucking episode. Had the Targussyan, and we listen.
What is happening?
Look, that's the first time we got copious amounts of dicks in one episode. So I was like,
dude, he saw these penises, and he is a tether,
Right?
Because that's the Game of Thrones I know. Ass clapping, fucking. That's what made me be like, you know what? I like this Game of Thrones.
Oh my
God. There's a lot going on there. But before we get into the goodness that is episode 3 of House of the Dragon, first and foremost, let me introduce myself. For this episode, I am Curtarian Targaryen.
Oh my God. I thought you were Curtarian Vartarian.
No. Y'all tried to make me a Valerian. I said I'm a Targaryen. Fuck what you heard. Black people can have white hair too.
With that do-rag one that is just wild.
Yeah, listen. I'm out here. I'm fucking out here. If you want to comment and have your comments shown on our show, you have to head over to YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Unfortunately, on Twitter, we can't see your comments. But if you head over to Head Nerds in Charge on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, you can join our live feed right now. You can put comments in the chat, and we bring your comments up so you can join and talk with us and tell us your thoughts and feelings, your hopes and dreams. Unfortunately, Alison Hightower is still alive.
She's a piece of shit.
Listen, we about to get into it, but I introduced myself, but allow me to introduce my wonderful co-host for this fine evening, Queen Teffy, if you could be so kind.
What's up, y'all? Oh my God. What's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder, melanated, mochafied, merge on. I'm gonna have to. I can't wait till I get back home. I need to get my white wig on also.
Yes, you fucking up the vibes. I'm fabulous.
Cannot with you.
I feel like Doc Brown. I feel like I should be like Marty. We gotta go to the future. Hold on, let me get. If I do the swoop bang, is it better? Is it more?
You got a 30-inch bust down.
Listen, hold on. Look at the other side.
Oh,
and there it is.
Yeah. He a baby.
That's feeling more Targaryen-ish. I feel like I could pull up on a queen and get some pussy.
Oh my God. Listen, he a baddie. He's showing his panties.
Let me play with that dragon wing.
You know back then that Targussy was probably tart too.
Wash their ass once a week.
Oh, for sure.
And they be riding on. Think about what a dragon saddle must smell like.
Oh no, baby. No.
You work.
I watered a little bit. If you out there in Twitter land, make sure to give our page a follow and hop over and like all our other pages. Holding it down on the Head Nerds in Charge podcast network on Thursdays, the representative from the Unicorn Straight No Chaser podcast and avid Game of Thrones fan. She may be a vixen by day, but tonight we get
Lady Sirenton, okay?
You sound like one of them Lannisters.
I mean, you like the Lannisters.
I love the Lannisters.
They get a coin.
Yeah. I don't like the Lannister. I don't like the Lannister in this one. He a pussy.
That is very true. That is very true.
He the master of coin, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Either.
He an accountant, nigga. How you think he gonna
Nah,
behave?
because I'm used to Tywin. Tywin come in there, bro, and run all this shit. Okay? He's just a king.
That
This
nigga.
is a character. I don't know what this character is with the wig and the do-rag, but this is a character.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put me in Game of Thrones. They need a real nigga in Game of Thrones. Was anybody else surprised to see the fucking black white cloak?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that was something else that I noticed where I was like, you could tell that like this was made before the other series because now they have all these people of color in it.
Yeah, they got
Like,
rid of them niggas by the time the other Game of Thrones came.
Yo, them niggas
Apparently
got
dragons wasn't the only thing
out of
killed off.
Dodge.
Yeah. Apparently
Yeah.
dragons wasn't the only thing killed off by the time we got to the Starks.
I mean, it sounds about right.
White Walkers.
Everyone's scared of the White Walkers. I know I am.
Facts.
All I'm saying is I can read
Especially
between
ones
the
over in
lines, brother.
Kensington.
Damn. Yeah,
Oh my God.
All right. So, as y'all know, this isn't going to be a long episode because this is just our quick reacts. We're trying to, there will be some spoilers. So, just letting y'all know, spoiler alert. We out here. But again, this was an episode that sets the tone for the mid-season finale. We already know that the battle for Harrenhal is about to commence. Damon has flown off to try to, lay claim to Harrenhal, and Sir Criston Cole has done the same. We actually opened the episode with Sir Criston Cole. He got his new fit with the hand gold inlay. Did you see that shit on the collar?
Yeah, the hands.
I hate that motherfucker so bad. So much.
I hate his ass too. But that fit, come on. You didn't like the hand gold inlay on it? It was like
nice.
rims.
It was nice.
It's like rims on a Civic. It's like, yeah.
He's so pussy ass nigga.
Yeah,
but
right.
So it was nice.
I'm just saying the drip was on point.
Mm.
So we see Sir Criston Cole, mentally preparing to go before the council. I guess it's his first day as the hand, and he's already coming off an epic fucking failure where unfortunately we lose the twins in the previous episode.
Yeah.
And he walks in and Allison has nothing but vim, vinegar, and shade.
Vitriol.
Yeah, that a good word. That's a Scrabble word right there. Got the vitriol. Yup, I put vitriol in my car. It's a little more expensive than the regular octanes, but that vitriol, she was ready to cuss that nigga out. Nicole said, fuck Crispy Cole, his death is going to be awesome. Agreed. And I think last episode of Targussy, we had one of the fans kind of let us know how he dies in the books. We're not going to talk about it because we don't know if they're going to carry that same death into this particular series or how it's going to happen, but I also don't want to spoil it. For you ladies, I have to ask, what was your favorite scene about the interaction at the council?
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah.
The very first one. When Sir Chris was, Sir Criston, as Teffy calls him, Sir Criston Cole, sat down and he said, my bad for being late. That's his first interaction. Right?
So first of all, can we talk about how that nigga was full glitch McConnell at the beginning, just staring out the fucking.
Yo, he was I thought he was in a debate with Trump.
Yep.
He was sitting there trying to gather his thoughts and everything. It was like, hey nigga, you want to go head on?
Time to go.
It's time to go. He was like, oh shit. Yeah. Y'all right. I mean, but think about this. He's coming off of an epic failure. He thought he was making the right move. He actually became the hand based on that move, and it was a complete and utter failure. And one of the things that I love was when Rhaenyra's aunt,
Rhaenys, yes.
Rhaenys,
when she says, Otto wouldn't have let this shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did they? She knew the whole rundown based off the accent. But see, that's where wisdom starts to take over, and you see what these young motherfuckers is going to cause the fall of Targaryens.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, G, with that interaction in the beginning, what was your favorite scene in that?
Well, I just like the fact that Allison is starting to see Cole for who he really is.
Ooh, what you mean by that? No, you got to elaborate on that.
There is definitely a chink in the armor where she is coming to terms with the fact that he is not as wonderful as the dick had made her think.
The dick put a tar blinder on her.
I'm saying that the dickmatism is starting to wear off, and she is starting to see that he's actually a fuckboy. And this is probably why Rhaenyra don't fuck with him no more. Yeah.
Well, I think, yeah. Well, first of all, he tried to offer her, what was it, Tef? Picking oranges and leading.
Yeah.
She was like,
I could be queen, or I could go run away and eat tangerines and clementines with you.
Right. Yeah.
Teffy, I remember Teffy was like, that's not
no, because give up my throne.
Yeah.
Look, and that's the way I would have laughed, loud and ignorant.
Right.
Yeah, listen.
Funny.
And to me, when Sir Kristen Cole walks in there and the king essentially says, "Oh, you must have had important business," and he tries to play it off. No, nigga, he was trying to get his life together because he not ready for the big leagues. It's one thing to be. This entire time, all he has been is the hired protection for the queen, no matter whoever that was. Right? He'd been the muscle. He's a soldier. And one thing, and then Nicole said he's still butthurt. Yeah, he's still butthurt over Rhaenyra. Absolutely. 100%. As a matter of fact, his actions are only precipitated because of rejection. This is what happens when a fuckboy gets rejected.
This is why you don't give broke niggas no pussy.
Right. He's basically a hobosexual. Even so, I'm a hop around a little bit because even Allison's brother was like, for such humble beginnings, the gods are truly blessed. I said, "Oh, you shady bitch." I said, "Oh, you gonna come in here with your little chess piece etched in your metal?"
Yes. Oh, okay. Sir Gawain. I'm sorry. That's not his name, is it?
Gawain.
Shady. Sir Shady is what that motherfucking name is. But we already see Kristen Cole has been elevated to a position that, one, he's neither prepared for, nor is he capable of feel how you want about Otto. Otto he done did 3 seasons under 3 different kings, lived through all of them, and been A1 enough to survive.
Yeah, he gained my respect in the last episode. Not that I didn't respect him before, but he was against Rhaenyra, so obviously I dislike him. But to see his wisdom and then the shit that Aegon was doing, it was just like, Otto will have his revenge eventually.
You know what? It reminded me of when, remember, Jaehaerys, we were so pissed with some of the decisions that Jaehaerys made.
You mean Viserys?
Viserys, I'm sorry. Thank you. Viserys. We were so pissed off with some of the decisions Viserys made all through season 1. And then it's not until we see Aegon take the throne that we're like, oh, fuck. Even Otto said, when he said, "I'm not my father," he said, "and we are much the poorer for it."
Yeah.
Kristen Cole being the hand with this fucking lunatic, we are even poorer now.
Yeah.
So we kind of see the council go into complete disarray.
So they have this saying in Game of Thrones where it says the king shits and the hand wipes. And he's like, "Did you want a steel fist to wipe your ass?" It's like,
and clean up all your damn messes.
That ain't Charmin.
Yeah, right.
See, one thing that the post show mentioned that I thought was really interesting. The reason he picked Kristen Cole was he wanted a soldier, a warrior, because he's not a politician, so he won't outshine him the way Otto was outshining him. See, Otto could talk about diplomacy and politicking and come up with the schemes that would actually work, but you had to be patient. This kid, he was ready to ride off in the battle on some armor he never wore, put his life in danger, and then he looked in that mirror and realized, you know what? I am a pussy.
But
it wasn't even that. It wasn't that. It was Laris coming in and being like, your sister and your brother are gonna rule when you leave.
Reverse psychology. Yeah.
I get it, but I think it's a little bit of both, right? I think it's a little bit, I don't want somebody to come in and do my job the way Otto was trying to do. But also, I don't think he really he's trying to be Aegon the Conqueror. Like he said, they gave me the Conqueror's crown, so I'm gonna wear the Conqueror's armor. But you ain't the Conqueror, bro.
His dumb ass mother told him that he was.
Yeah.
Well, we see what happened with that at the end, didn't we?
He's super insecure, like all the way around. And it's just like, not only are you dumb insecure, but you're also dumb young, and you're also just dumb. Like
they were definitely not raised to be a ruler. He wasn't raised to be a ruler. He wasn't. Right.
Which is crazy because he sat with his father, but his father poured more into Rhaenyra than he did him.
Because that was who he intended to be on the throne. Right. By the time, so he really loved Rhaenyra's mother. That is who he intended to be on the throne. That's who he poured into. By the time he met Alicent and had those children, he was half in. Right. We remember when he, was essentially going through Alzheimer's. He was calling Alicent by the other woman's name. So
by his wife, his first wife's name.
Yeah, she was feeling away about that shit too.
Yeah, he married Alicent because he had to. That wasn't a marriage of love. Those children were not born of love.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. And speaking of children not born of love, interesting that Alicent's daughter came in and forgave her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, to me, I thought that was an emotional turning point because at the end of the day, Alicent has been, though I always put a Alicent Cersei comparison because, queen, mother to the queen. Cersei absolutely was devoid of all morality. Cersei ain't giving a fuck. Cersei don't give two shits about nothing. Whatever stood in the way of her family sitting on the crown, she was willing to do. I mean, we saw it. She leveled the fucking city.
Yeah.
But with Alicent, she has a compass. She has a, what they call that thing? I don't have one.
Moral compass?
A conscience.
Yeah.
You got a conscience.
Definitely one of those.
The one.
But because you can see it. You can see it in her eyes. She sent that raven and finally Rhaenyra read it and said, damn. She showed some remorse. Even when she was talking to her, she was like, well, y'all ain't paid for my son. And she said, hey, I admonished that shit outright. Like, that wasn't us. Now, at least I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
So now it kind of fucks with me that you have this moral code, do the right thing. But when you find out the truth, now it's too late.
Because she is her father's daughter.
You in church, and when the good Lord sheds the light, you got to repent, get down on your knees, and bow to the true queen.
I think it's I can't wait to get into this more on Tuesday. But the scene between them, to me, was really interesting because it was kind of like them like coming to terms, like. What happened to you was terrible. What happened to me was terrible.
Right.
I didn't do that to you. I didn't do that to you. Like, can we come to like some common ground? And then for Alicent to have this like life-changing realization that, I
fucked up.
Yo, it's that moment where she was like, oh.
Yeah, dumbass. Because here's my thing, even if he really was saying his son's name, why would you even go there? He's high off or whatever. He is
milk of the poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on that liquid cocaine.
That's what I'm saying. And he said, leave it the fuck go. You know your son is not ready to rule. And that's the thing about being a parent. You got to know your fucking kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but that was the thing with her and Otto. They always intended for Aegon to be a figurehead and that ruling and being king the novelty would wear off, and then they would just do what needed to be done.
See, Gina, you
can't predict what your children going to do.
Hold on, here's the thing, and much to what Teffy Wonder just said, and we've seen it time and time again in Game of Thrones. They put a king in place that they feel that they can control until they lose control. Then it becomes, oh shit, we have to continue to back them. Fortunately, Tywin Lannister came in and yoked Joffrey up.
Yeah.
Yoked him up enough that he didn't burn the city down before they got what they needed, right?
Yeah.
But but this kid is much older. So when he gets rid of Otto, that's the voice of reason. And you in the one meme that we showed last week, I don't even know if I still have it up, but basically it was saying how, oh man, I don't think. Well, basically it was like watching that scene with Otto was watching a man's entire lifelong plan get burned to the ground.
Yeah, like his life's work crumbled in front of his face.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't predict. Anybody who is a parent will eventually tell you, you cannot predict what your children are going to do. So they had this plan, but how do you know that the person that you set up as the mark is going to go along with it?
Well, absolute power corrupts absolutely, and we're starting to see that progress. Plus, I'm gonna give him a little bit of grace. Having your child beheaded in front of your wife, that'll definitely change your disposition.
Your wife who's your sister.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we all know how Game of Thrones love. I mean,
I'm just saying there's a level of insanity.
Husband, uncle, shit. I mean,
there's a level of insanity. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, they've been mixing them bloodlines. That white hair, it ain't genetics. I can tell you that right now.
It is, unfortunately.
That's that inbreeding, goddamn it. So I kind of want to pivot to another scene. We see Rhaenyra and the king almost appoint their new master of whisperers.
Yeah,
they both the Damon's old honey dip, his jump off, basically saves Rhaenyra's life by warning
him. Honey dip.
You know, he was dipping in the honey.
His former paramour.
I like concubine and side piece, but paramour sound real fucking fancy. That's what I'm gonna say.
He wasn't a side piece because he was. I don't think he was attached to anyone at that point in time. But go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Was he? Oh, what?
But she was also like a madam.
Yeah.
Right.
The honey dip. Then he was just a honey dipper. Well, the honey dip done came up in the world because she basically, and I love what she said. Oh, Rhaenyra was like, oh, you want to be rewarded? She said, just as much as you should want to reward me, nigga.
Okay. Bitch, I came back. I ain't have to come back. I could have been on a boat.
What is it? I love her. What is a queen's life worth?
Yeah.
I know that's right. Get your money. She said, I want a place in the court. I know what's going on at the Red Keep.
Okay.
I'm valuable.
Listen, this was after yesterday last week of her being like, listen, I'm no use to you. I'm not even there no more. Mm-hmm. Like, I just want to go.
that bitch is a survivor. Yeah, she's a survivor. And if I want to see anybody live, I want to see her live.
Yeah. Master Finessa. And I like that. I like that. So we see her, but then Larys, if that ain't
this is such a deviation in the books, because in the books Larys is like when Aegon gets crowned, Larys is made the Whispers person.
Oh, see, and this is why I'm saying we can't say what's actually going to happen in this series. Right. I will say this: in my tiers of people who I want to see die,
okay,
Larys is number one.
He's number one.
That club-footed motherfucker. Ooh, the fact that he went and killed his father and brother.
Yeah,
position himself. That foot fetish loving motherfucker. I can't stand. You know what it is? I don't like. At least Kristen Cole. At least he's a warrior. So if you gonna square up, he gonna square up with you.
Like it'll be a fair fight.
It'll be a fight. Like fuck it. Him versus Damon. Let's have it. But this, just like Damon said, what better way to kill a dragon rider than with poison peas? That's some shit he would do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Disagree. I need Cole number one.
Oh no! I'm not. No. Mind you, that's just my. Oh yeah, Cole is number one for I think the majority of Game of Thrones fans.
Every time I see him, I'd be like, "Fuck you."
Right? Because here's my thing. Clubfoot, yes, he's a piece of shit, and I want to see him die. But also, imagine how bad people treated him just because of his deformity.
I get that, but
so that could turn you into a piece of shit. I'm just saying.
But he's also,
Cole came from poverty.
Yeah, I feel less bad for Laris because nigga, you still somebody. You are a lord of like you still guaranteed a wife and all that other shit. Like you could still have
just like it.
No, nobody want to marry his ugly ass
because he's too busy sniffing around Allison's skirts.
And you mean her feet?
He wants you to. He want to lick on a pinky toe.
No. See, I'm with Teffy. Even though he has a disability, he is still of affluence. Right. He was a lord of it. We lived in a castle. You saw 40,000 soldiers strong. Yeah. Cole at the minimum, and I hate giving Cole any props. That's the motherfucker that got it out the mud. Like
I don't like them either.
Listen, you gotta give props for props to do. Kristen Cole is like Drake. I'm sorry, he's like
that was bad. If you want me to root for him, that was a bad root.
I don't.
That was bad.
No. Listen, I don't want to root for Kristen Cole. What I want you to understand is Drake came out of the gutter with what's the name of that fucking show that he was on?
Degrassi.
I was about to say Targussi. He came out of Degrassi and doing some nut ass shit and worked his way up through hip hop. Hold on, let me finish. And got to the top. And now that he's at the top, he done did enough shady, fucked up shit that now everybody know him for his works, and nobody fuck with him no more. Sir Kristen Cole, even that moment when he was walking down the steps and the two soldiers were sitting on the steps, you could see the lack of respect that they have for him because now everybody knows you got Eric killed.
Yeah.
Nobody respects him.
And he shouldn't be respected.
I agree.
Sir Christian Cole is the nigga that when I was 14 and I was walking down the street and he was trying to talk to me and I was like, no, thank you. He was like, fuck you, bitch. You ugly anyway. Don't nobody fucking want. That's who Sir Christian Cole is. I don't respect that nigga.
I didn't say respect him, but I respect him more than I do Laris.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. I respect
at least Sir Kristen Cole not a kinslayer. Like
yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say is I respect Drake more than I do Diddy.
Okay. That's
it's so fucked up. Yeah. No, that's the bar. That's the bar. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta hate both, but I don't hate.
Like if you had to tear, you had to rank them.
Okay. I see what you mean. But as a woman, I just got a special hate for that type of nigga. I'm just saying.
All right. With that being said, obviously now we got two masters of whisperers. They in position and they doing work because Larston already convinced the king not to do some dumb shit like fly out to the battle zone to join Sir Kristen Cole and put himself in jeopardy. And Rhaenyra already got her whisperer doing work, learning exactly what Alicent's movements was. The fact that she could get so close as to pull a knife on the queen, that's why she said it would have been easier just to kill her.
Yep.
But that's not who you want.
But what good would it have done ultimately?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and even then, killing the king, you're looked at as a kingslayer. Now, she still could have probably finessed it in a better situation, but either way. Next in this, Sir Kristen Cole finally gets ready to ride out, and then Alicent's brother enters this. Now that's an interesting motherfucker, in my opinion.
Yes, he is.
Because Teffy, could you give me more insight on this person in the books?
Gawain is like he's like the glamorous high tower, like he just does. You see,
like Jamie?
knighted. Yeah, right. So he's kind of like
Mhm.
Jamie, where like he's all clear skin and good hair, and
Gotcha.
like he is a good like. And don't let it be said that the nigga don't get down. Like he is a good fighter, but he's also like, nigga, I'm rich. Like I'm like you see in the show, he's like, I'm going to an end.
Yeah, he's
Like,
like
he's on
sleep
the
on the
ground for a
ground.
while.
But
He's
they
like,
tried to play him like he was a pussy though.
Yeah.
right. But Sir Kristen Cole is playing him like a pussy one, because like he's like, nigga, I don't listen to you.
Right. He's still like he said, you are the hand.
Right.
And Kristen Cole saved a life.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but he is
I mean,
definitely paying attention.
Bela had instructions not to engage, so they
She
may
could've-
not have been, hurt.
Rhaenyra, if you would have stopped that fuck shit, your aunt could have took them out at the coronation, and now you could have put.
Stop. You
I
bringing up
know.
bullshit. Now
I
you
know.
bringing up
I know.
bullshit.
I know. I'm sorry. All right. So aside from that, what other key points are we glossing over here?
Nigga, we
Let's
gonna
let's
say
talk about the dicks.
Okay, no. We only got,
I'm sorry, my bad.
no,
bad.
we got 7 minutes. And
penis.
there was a lot of pinus in this episode.
It was all
Some dick sucking. So the king decides to go to the brothel and basically give a what's it called, a hangover-esque turn up for one of the squires. He ain't never got his dick wet.
One of the squires is a virgin.
Right.
How
And-
old was the squire, you think?
Oh, probably too young to even talk about on this stream. I don't even want to talk about it.
Lord,
That boy looked like he was 13 years old. And
no, ma'am.
I know.
Yeah.
But either way, we enter into first scene is some dick sucking. Then he pulls back another curtain. There's an orgy going on. And he just exposing everybody fucking in that joint. It was a black girl riding the shit out of somebody.
She getting her money's worth.
Buck 'em.
Right.
Bucket. Until finally he finds his brother laid up with his first whore.
Oh my god.
The way he be looking like a hairless cat.
And Nicky Mo
He looks like a hairless cat, or I don't know. Well, okay, I used to raise snakes, right? And we would feed them pinkies.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a pinky
with the little pink mice with no hair. Yeah, without no hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got to see his. Now, what'd you think of his meat? He stood up and he was like, he could have that whore.
White hair, and he had this starkly dark pubic hair. That's all I was paying attention.
Oh shit! I didn't. So the curtains don't match the drapes.
No, they did not match the drapes, baby.
I cannot.
I gotta go back and look at his.
I think
dick.
it's a shadow though.
You will go back and look at his dick.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not gay. I want to see if the carpet don't match the
I
drapes.
don't think the hair. I don't think the hair is dark. I think it's a shadow.
Oh, he probably shaves. He looked like he shaves his balls.
Their hair was dark. Trust me, I was looking because I wanted to see how low his dick was hanging. Yeah.
You definitely pause. You look like a pauser.
I would be a pauser, but I had a time constraint because I knew we had to do this.
Yes.
So I will go back and look more at the penises, but it was dark hair.
I'm gonna rewatch it on my phone, so it's like right up here.
You gonna zoom in, bro? That's some dark haired pinus.
He stood up.
Pinus.
I think he had a nice little something, but I was like, isn't this? I was like, he's like a child in here. Like
I feel like he would be a grower and not a shower.
Yeah.
It hang a little to the left. I guess I put it like this. He ain't had no dragon. But
no, because I would have said something.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm the actor, fuck that. Give me a prosthetic.
I would have been like, wait a minute.
Also, they caught him mid cuddle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mid cuddle. He wasn't even on that type time.
Yeah, he was.
His jaw was like,
Nah, I don't care. You're not gonna eat. Look, unless I just came out the pool, my shit got to be. You're not gonna embarrass me on national television.
He don't have nothing to be embarrassed about.
No, I don't think he need to be embarrassed because
like on with that white pinus. All right, hold on, because we got a few more minutes. Damon pulls up, and that motherfucking castle was burnt to the ground.
Yeah, Heron Hall is famous for being one
And
fucked
disrepair.
up and two haunted. Like,
Oh, is that where all that?
Yeah.
yeah, it is both haunted and constantly in disrepair.
Okay.
It only ever gets more fucked up as like time goes on.
Yeah, it does. But it's so funny how he came in there ready for battle, and this nigga was like, "Hey, wait,
Hello.
let me get on my knees, baby. We got
Hello.
what you want? We got cabbage, we got
Right.
peas. What you
Got a
need?"
little piece of chicken left.
Hey,
Like
that nigga was like, I ain't eating that shit. All right, let's get ready to wrap it up and round it out real quick. We ultimately find out, Rhaenyra finally gets to Alicent and they had a conversation. They talk about the dance of fire and ice, and the rightful claim to the throne is, for lack of a better term, resolved. At least in their minds. Because Alicent knew what it was hitting for.
Yeah.
My question to y'all is, put yourself in Alicent's shoes. Now, now this is your baby sitting on the throne. This is Hannibal and Chase sitting on the throne.
Child, not Hannibal and Chase.
Right.
You already know.
This is what's fucking me up. This is you see I had to pull back my Targaryen hair for this. I don't know. I might keep this. I might get some bitches with this John. So Hannibal and Chase are sitting the throne.
Oh Lord.
The true rightful heir clarifies the prophecy that you misunderstood.
So yeah,
are you going to go back and tell your baby to renounce the throne?
I don't want my son dead. Ultimately, let me say that. I don't want my son dead. My son being the king is not worth my son possibly dying in the pursuit of that, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do is we would have to come to some type of terms where we live very, very well.
She should have juked her ass.
And I'll take off.
Did y'all hear my mom?
No, what your mom say?
My mom came in. She was like, she should have juked her ass.
I know, that's why I fucks with your mom. That's why. See, listen. Tell your mom I love her, because I was like, stab that bitch, stab her.
I know, I get it, y'all, but I'm being like, there's a part of me where I'm like, where I want to drag and then I want all this shit. But
no, I don't want no dragon. She should have aired her ass out. She should have opened her throat right where she stood.
No, I get
it. Would not have done anything.
It wouldn't do anything.
Nothing good would come of it.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't make her. That's the thing. It wouldn't make her feel better. She has an attachment to Alicent. She shouldn't, but she actually does. So it wouldn't make her feel better. And my answer is me realistically saying I'd rather have my son than anything else. And I would just negotiate for us to be very rich and live well. And listen, son, we don't need this shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
Because here's my thing. Before Teffy answer, these are rich people trying to be the richest people.
Facts.
It
blows. This is really rich nigga shit.
Right. This is like a realm of politics in which, we have presidents and we don't have kings and queens anymore. But you see it, even though you went to Harvard and had the best of everything, and though you're wealthy, it's not good enough to be a top 10 company. You got to be the number one company.
The pursuit of power.
It's not good enough to be in a top 5 richest. You got to be the richest. So when you start talking about Alicent, and I like every time these motherfuckers had something bad happen, they just be like, I'm going home to my castle. They done went back home to Dragonstone. They done went back home to Castle Rock. They done went back home to the High Tower, wherever the fuck the High Towers are. Even the Dornish got money.
It's literally the High Tower. Like, that's where it is.
So, I mean, like you said, this is rich nigga shit. So, Teffy, what you doing?
Oh, I'm not telling Hannibal Alexander a motherfucking thing.
It's my son's middle name, too.
I told you, Tef will burn the world down over her baby.
Let's so okay, and so I have done a serious like fuck up and had to eat crow and deal with the repercussions thereof. Um, it's not fun, and even the stakes were much lower, obviously, but I'm not telling my son he can't be king. The fuck you mean? I'm not doing that. That is kind of like far gone. I agree with Gina though. Like we're gonna have to negotiate. We're gonna have to negotiate.
But she wasn't willing to even do that.
Right. I was like, we're gonna have to like come to terms. Like, you want me to kill somebody? You want to marry somebody? Listen, my son lost his only heir. We will name your son the next heir. My son will make your son the next heir. Like, we'll work it the fuck out. But sorry. Mama fucked up, but also I live here now. This is my little cliff, and this is my little hill, and I've already picked out a plot. I'll be back here. Thanks.
So in the breath of peace and the preservation of the lineage, knowing what we know, yes, Tef, that might have been the best course of action to preserve the Targaryen bloodline. Now, let me tell you about
You don't give a fuck.
Right, this is gonna be.
let me tell you about.
I already know you, little Damon.
Listen. That nigga said my name. Ain't nobody imposter, especially my little motherfucking brother, going to live a long life of kinship sitting in my seat. Now, I give you a year for a peaceful transition of power. Y'all go head on. I will even go as far as to name him my hand. And if I die, because I am the rightful heir, I will name him as the next in line.
Your kids might have something to say about that, though.
I get that, but
that's again, that then becomes their problem.
Right. Exactly. And listen, if there's a give him, I'm older than you, so I will die before. Now, mind you, during my kingship, since you are a man, I'll be making sure that you enter all the games, all the hunting expeditions.
You ain't shit.
I'm just saying. Damon, go get your cloak.
It's time for the war crimes.
It's time for the war crimes, my boy. And you know what? If you don't mind, why don't you bring Rhaegar over here? Let me pet him for a little while. Let me see how your dragons
do. You know they don't play about their dragons.
Listen,
right.
They don't play about their dragons, baby.
Let me see how Rhaegar's doing. Oh, you're the biggest of the dragons.
Rhaegar one, and
I don't give a fuck. His name gonna be Rhaegar when I take
fucking him up.
Rhaegar, and she is a she.
Oh, it's a she?
Yes.
That's right. Let me get to that dragon Targussy. And hold on, let me see. Yeah. Vhagar. Okay, Vhagar. Yeah. That's the biggest one, right, Teffy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Balerion the Black
Balerion
Dread.
is
Who's Balerion?
He's the Black Dread. He is Aegon the Conqueror's dragon. He is dead. Okay. That's his skull in the sept.
Got you. Okay. And Caraxes is who Damon has.
Yes.
Okay. And which one does Rhaenyra have?
Syrax.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Look, y'all. Game of Thrones. Quick react. Fucking amazing. We are coming up on the mid-season. You know it's got to be epic.
Yeah.
Episode 4. This is what I'm gonna ask you. Tuesday, 9:30, we do a full recap. So I want y'all to come on back, all my all you Twitter folks, because y'all in here real heavy. We almost had 100 people just off of Twitter.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter up here heavy. Thank God for hashtags. But let's get it to translate over to either our YouTube channel, Twitch channel, and Facebook channel, because we want y'all to be able to comment. We want to see your comments. We want you to talk and interact with the show. So if you are watching us currently now on Twitter, please, please, please make sure you head over to Head Nerds in Charge on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, and just give us a follow so that when we go live, you can join the conversation, especially for our more in-depth one. Go ahead, Teffy.
I was just gonna say, if y'all have a preference, if you could patronize our YouTube, because unless you would subscribe, which would be amazing, on Twitch, YouTube does not have commercials, and if you're not subscribed to us on Twitch, it does.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier for you to not only follow the show, but we could get more in depth, and y'all can give us insight along the way. TARGUSSY has been a great source of following not only the show. We give light spoilers and whatnot here, but we really get in depth, get screenshots, and get into the meat and potatoes of episode 3. Thank you to Siren by Night and Teffy Wonder pulling up tonight for the quick reacts. But we getting ready to get up out of here. Outside of that, though, I need to know from the both of you. Episode 4, what do you need to see?
Somebody die.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need that.
The twins wasn't enough?
Huh?
The twins
they
wasn't
died.
enough?
I was not happy about that death. I was happy that he killed his twin. I was not happy that he decided to join him, because your twin was a bitch ass nigga.
So
you don't got to go with him.
It was the bad Auric, the one that wins the fight. So he throws himself on the sword.
I know. I get it. I understood the reason why. I just was not happy with the reason why. But I am very excited to see Dracarys somewhere along the way. So
yeah, it's not enough Dracarys.
Yeah. I
thought that was she on Sea Smoke when she was chasing them?
No, that's Moon Dancer.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh
I said I would have burnt that whole motherfucking forest.
Facts. I'd have set that shit on fire.
I thought that's what she was going to do.
Down. It wouldn't have been nothing.
I thought she was going to light that forest up.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. And my sister had to go away. My sister need to come back home. So I'm about to kill these motherfuckers real quick.
Yeah, we didn't even get it. Well, that's okay. We'll leave the sister for next week.
Yeah.
This Tuesday, because there's a lot to cover. For all those Teffy Wonder live tweets during House of the Dragon. So definitely follow her Twitter for more live tweeting during the episode. For the mid-season, we're actually going to have a full panel. We were going to have a whole bunch of different people who are House of the Dragon fans. So not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. Listen, I want if you ain't got a white wig, you better find one. If you're gonna be on this motherfucker.
I got mine.
It's only Targaryens in this bitch. You heard me? And my wig is just gonna get more and more elaborate. I'm just gonna find ways to be more ignorant with this shit.
You get real heavy with that hair.
Listen, this is my second wig. I was like, you know what?
He said, I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me.
Yo, thank y'all so much for pulling up on us. Check us Tuesdays, 9:30 for TARGUSSY Tuesday. Lock in with us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, because we have an entire network of dope Black creatives that cover all kinds of geeky content. Which is, I expect to see baby hairs in that wig in 2 weeks. I gotta learn how to. I don't know how to lay it right.
Get an old toothbrush, and we can show you.
Yeah, he don't got a good lace front. So
this is some synthetic, but this shit was like $12.
Yeah,
you ain't have to tell everybody your secret.
That's all right. I don't mind. But look, check us out. Make sure to follow us, because we have so much Black nerdy content and pop culture content with our flagship show. Shows over the weekend. We have trivia. We have sex and psychology. There's a slew of different content, and we want you to come on over. Look, Twitter, you ain't love us, but you loved us tonight. So what I implore you, please take your ass over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, or at the minimum, go over to Facebook, Head Nerds in Charge, hit the like button so that you know that we go live, and check us out, because we want you to join in. All our streams are interactive in this way, and your voice is our voice, and we like to talk cash money shit about our favorite nerddoms. If there's anything else before we get out of here, Siren by Night, let everybody know where they can follow and support you.
Hey y'all can follow me on Instagram at Siren by Night, at this_unicorn eats. at Unicorn Universe Network. And you can find me Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nurse Charge platforms. We got a new show coming to you, so stay tuned.
And Teffy Wonder, let everybody know where they can follow and support you.
Listen, at Teffy Wonder on Instagram, Twitter, where I'll be live tweeting, and TikTok. I'm taking a small step back from the content right now to focus on some family issues. But listen, I will be back in the coming weeks. Meg dropped a new album, so your bitch is already scheming.
I love it. Yo, is she out here? Meg, and she's gonna be on Club Shay Shay.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
is she?
Yeah, she's gonna be on
oh,
Club
I'm gonna
Shay
bring
Shay.
back
Okay.
Ladies Night. I'm bringing back Ladies Night just
That's
for
gonna be
that.
fun. All you little stallions doing baddie dances and twerking with your ass in the air. Anyway, look, y'all already know it's your boy
She's
King
an
Kurt live.
Aquarius.
Yes.
Gang, gang, baby.
It's your boy King Kurt live, or for these streams, Kurtarian Targaryen, always up in that Targussy, mixing it up every goddamn week. We got about 5 more weeks of us doing our limited edition series show, so definitely lock in with us. We love Game of Thrones, and we appreciate y'all sticking around and enjoying this episode. See y'all Tuesday, 9:30.